Hello? Mr. Mayor, sir? I got your message about you wanting to see me.
Oh, yes, Mr. Oxen, please do come in.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Yes, I would like to commission a project to further the town's development.
So, what project we talking about here?
I have envisioned a wonderful little place where all the townsfolk of Snowden can gather around and come together as a community for events and parties around town. A place for newcomers to get information and to come to our town to see our culture, and a hotspot to be free people to visit.
Well, I think I get you, sir. I can add a new wing to the library, and...
No. It has to be no.
An entirely new building, sir?
Yes, a community center. We'll have all sorts of activities, and have plenty of space to host festivals. Yes, festivals. I'm so excited for them. and parties as well, and lots of information of the history of our little town. Do you think you can build it?
That sounds like a pretty big project.
I assure you, you'll be given all the government support you need, as well as plenty of time to do it.
I don't know, sir.
Please, Otis. You're the only one capable of this project. At this caliber. You think I can do it with these little noodle arms? No, I can't.
Well, I guess I can try my hand at it.
Splendid! Thank you so much, Otis. The plot of land I want you to build is across the street. You wouldn't be able to start today, would you?
Well, business has been rather slow recently, so I should be able to draft up some plans and get over there this afternoon.
Wonderful! I'm leaving all to you in your capable hands. Let my secretary know the materials you need on your way out, and she'll have them delivered.
Will do, sir.
Fascinating.
Good morning, sir. Walt. I hope I'm not interrupting you.
No, not at all, Otis. How can I help you today?
Well, the mayor just commissioned me to build a community center, and I was hoping to look at some architectural style books to get an idea on the look before I draft the blueprints.
Brilliant! I have a plethora of architectural styles. Specifically architectural style books to choose from. Right this way.
Here we have the architectural section of the library. We have many books covering a vast array of styles.
What about that one?
Ah, yes, the neoclassical architecture of the 18th and 19th century. This style looks to replicate the aesthetic of early Greek and Roman architecture, and is characterized by its use of columns and geometric shapes to create its silhouettes.
There are some elements that I like, but not everything. How about that one over there?
Oh, you mean the book on Gothic architecture, which is characterized by its stained glass windows, high arches, ornate detailing, and flying buttresses? I'm not sure I know what that is.
It's a support that typically forms an arch with the wall to hold it up.
Fascinating. Truly fascinating.
I think this one might be too fancy for the mayor's taste. What else do you have?
How about this book right here on modern architecture, which came about in the early 20th century. and went against the ornate styles of earlier years by simplifying and using natural textures like wood and stones, along with metal to create a simpler look.
I like the look of the wood and stone, but I think we jumped too far in the opposite direction. Maybe something with a little more color.
How about this? The Art Deco style of the 1920s and 30s. This style of architecture was characterized by its chrome accents, geometric shapes, and zigzags, and bright colors with contrasting backgrounds.
Now I think there might be too much color. I don't know. I like all elements of these styles. I think I might combine a bunch and see what I come up with.
Well, if you think so.
Thanks for your help, Walt. I'm going to draft up some blueprints and then get to work.
You have a nice day, Otis.
And you too, Walter.
Then he said to me, I have a designer necktie that is just your size. So I said, I will take the gander.
Oh, yes. Oh, I get it. Because you're a male goose. The name for a male goose is a gander.
Yes, indeed.
It's a shame the ladies couldn't join us today.
Ah, yes. Linda has been so looking forward to going shopping with Linda. I just couldn't deny them the time.
Yes, no, of course not. Have you heard about my new plan to create a community center for the town?
I don't believe I have.
Well, it's going to be absolutely wonderful. Everyone will love it. There will be games and activities there. It'll be absolutely marvelous. It'll be a marvelous place to host all the parties and festivals for the town. I think I might even throw a Penguin Heritage Festival there. If it's done in time, that is.
Well, why would it be done in time?
Well, it's a pretty massive job.
Indeed. Who do you have employed for this work?
Ollie Oxen, the local contractor.
Interesting.
What?
Otis is very capable of something like this. It is exactly what his species was made for. He should be able to complete it by the end of today.
1 day? My goodness gracious, Gunther. Are you sure? That's quite the job.
Oxen are very strong and very hard workers. There's no reason he should need more than 1 day. If he tells you anything otherwise, he is lying.
Now, I really don't think...
Indeed. Those oxen may be strong, but they are lazy folk. It wouldn't surprise me if he tried to swindle you into something, as if it was going to take much longer, just so he could be paid for the rest and the relaxation.
Gunther, I couldn't imagine...
If I were you, I'd get myself over there right now to see the construction site immediately to ensure that he is actually working and getting it done promptly, and in the required time frame.
I don't know. I guess you have seen more buildings built than I have.
Indeed.
Alright, if you really think so, I guess I'll have to cut our lunch short and go talk to him.
I believe it would be in your best interest and the best interest of the town.
Well, good day to you, Gunther.
Good day.
Building a community center. It's a great building for the folks in town. I'm building a community center. Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Oxen. What are you up to?
Aaron, how you doing? You on your way back to hockey practice already?
I was just doing work for Mr. Hank, so I figured I'd head over early and practice my aim.
This sounds like a good plan.
What's your building?
Well, Mr. Mayor commissioned me to build a community center for the whole town.
Wow, that sounds like a really big job.
It is. But I should have plenty of time to complete it. I got my blueprints right here. Do you want to see?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Wow, this is really complex.
It has to be sometimes. You see, the key to building any architectural structure is making sure it will stand.
Well, how do we go about making sure it'll do that?
A lot of time we use columns or beams to hold up the rest of the structure.
Oh, I see, like the ones in the front?
Exactly. The columns are there to distribute the weight of the roof. If we took out the columns, then the two sides wouldn't be close enough together to hold all that weight, and the roof would just collapse on top of us.
How come there are triangles there in the middle?
That's a good question. You see, triangles are one of the strongest architectural shapes, because when weight is put on at any point of the triangle, It is distributed equally among the sides, so no one side ends up holding all the weight. Wow, that's really interesting.
Thanks for showing me your blueprints, Mr. Oxen.
No problem, Aaron. When you get to hockey practice tonight, could you tell Ollie that I won't be home till late, but to heat up some leftovers in the fridge if he wants anything left over for dinner before I get there?
Sure thing, sir.
Yes, it is I, the mayor.
Good afternoon, Mr. Mayor. Would you like to see my blueprints? I was just getting started on the foundation.
Yes, it's quite lovely. Listen, Otis, there's something I want to talk to you about.
Well, I'm glad you like it, sir. I was thinking that I could start on the foundation today, so hopefully by next week we could get to work on the actual structure.
Next week, you say?
Of course, it'll probably be a good 6 to 8 weeks before, it's completely finished. It's a process.
6 to 8 weeks? Well, listen, Otis. A recent time crunch has been brought to my attention, so, it'll have to be done sooner.
How soon we talking, sir?
One day. You have one day.
Like the end of today, one day?
Yes.
Sir, that's simply impossible. No one can complete the whole building in one day. It's just unrealistic.
Well, nevertheless, you only have one day, or I will take my business elsewhere.
Sir, I'll see what I can do, but one day is...
One day is your time frame, so get it done. The design looks perfect, by the way. Good day.
Mr. Mayor, I'll be right over to your house with your mail in just a second. I just gotta make a few more stops. Oh, hey Otis, how you doing? How you doing there? Otis? I was just on my way to get mail to your house. Otis? Otis? Hello? Hello, Earth Otis?
Oh, hi, Melvin, I'm sorry.
Are you okay? You seem a little tense.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just a little overwhelmed.
What's got you glum, chum?
Well, the mayor commissioned me to build a community center for the town.
Well, that's delightful. It'll be nice to have a place to gather for all of us.
Yeah, except I only have one day to build it. And, well, it's happening now.
Good. Not in the morning. That's not a lot of time.
No, it's not.
I'll tell you what. If anyone in this whole town can build Rome in a day, it's you.
Well, thank you, Melvin.
I'll just go drop your mail off by your house and let you go to work then.
All right.
Otis Oxen is the best contractor in the whole Northern Hemisphere. I believe you got this under control.
I certainly hope so.
Happy working day now.
You too.
Fascinating.
Yes, good day to you, Walter. It is I, the mayor. I have come to check by to see if you need any governmental support.
Oh, yes, Leonard. How are you today?
Well, I'm pretty good. How about you?
Wonderful! Otis was here earlier looking for a book on architectural styles for the new community center. What an excellent idea.
Yes, I sort of came up with it. It came to me in a vision one day. Yes.
Well, it is truly brilliant. We've needed a place to gather for quite some time, and with all the work it'll take, it will certainly keep Otis employed for a good couple weeks, which is great for him.
Like a couple weeks, you say?
Yes, indeed. Building a house from scratch would take a minimum of non-stop work for at least 7 weeks. Not to mention a building as big as a community center. Why, that would take at least, 3 months!
3 months, you say? Oh dear. Oh no.
What's wrong, Leonard?
I believe I've been misinformed.
By whom?
Well, I was having lunch with Gunther, and he's seen the world, so he knows these things. Well, he was telling me that it wouldn't take so long, and so I thought I'd go ahead and give Otis a time limit.
How long did Gunther say it would take?
Well, he may have underestimated a little.
Leonard, how long?
1 day.
Great! Go Oogly moogly! That's outrageous!
Well, I don't know. It seemed reasonable at the time.
A shack the size of a closet couldn't even be done in the time frame!
I believe I've made a grievous error.
Indeed, poor Otis. I hope he is not working himself to death.
My goodness gracious, I must apologize.
If you explain the situation, I am sure he'll understand.
I don't know if he'll forgive me. Hopefully he'll be willing to finish his community center. I'm sorry I can't stay and chat, but I must go and I right this egregious wrong. Mr. Oxen, please, I must have a word with you.
Oh dear, is the end of the day already? My goose is cooked.
No, Otis, I do believe it was my goose who was cooked.
Pardon me?
I was gravely misinformed this afternoon, and instead of fact-checking, I went straight to you and pushed up your schedule. My sincerest apologies.
So you're not mad about the community center not being finished?
Quite the contrary. I am beyond impressed with the amount of work you've done here today. It looks quite completed. Please, tell me a time frame that is reasonable for the completion of this building. I will create a schedule around whatever time frame you need.
Well, now the amount of work that I have finished today, I don't think it'll take quite as long as initially planned. I'm thinking another 3 more weeks, especially if I can enlist my son Oliver to help me over the weekend.
3 more weeks sounds reasonable. Consider the plan. And again, I am terribly sorry for my misunderstanding. Please, take the rest of the day off and rest. You've earned it.
Why, thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. If I hurry home, I might be able to beat Oliver to the house and have a dinner with him tonight.